Let's start. Welcome to episode, I don't even know, 32, 33, 34?
33.
33. Oh, like my age.
Yeah, right. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, yeah. We got a lot to talk about. We got to get into Puff Daddy, not like that. We got to get into some of the, trigger warning, y'all. We might talk about sexual abuse. We might talk about sexual harassment. If you are a victim, seek help, get therapy. And if you need to fast forward, all good. We'll also be talking about Cardi B and Offset, his cheating, her revenge cheating while pregnant. I want to hear about what y'all thoughts on that because I think that's fucking disgusting. Where they first made mistakes, which was very early in the relationship, and we'll get to that. And I want to give a quick shout out to my mom. It was her birthday. She turned 53 if I'm 33.
Oh, happy birthday,
Yes, happy
Mom.
birthday to Mom. We got to go out to dinner yesterday, and we're going to go to like some type of Broadway show or something. I like to take Mom to like events.
Your birthday's coming up.
My birthday is coming up, and the other day I was looking for tickets to Puerto Rico to travel alone for the first time.
Uh-huh.
And I flaked, but I'm still highly considering taking a 3-day Puerto Rico trip by myself.
Do it.
Yeah. I think
I
I'm
will
going to do it to
actually be
resurrect.
in Colombia next week
Ooh, for what?
for one of my girlfriend's weddings.
Damn, that's
married.
awesome. I'm dying to go to Colombia.
So it will be my second time there. I went back in like 2018.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
How long?
I'm leaving from, I think it's Tuesday to Tuesday or Wednesday to Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Are you planning to be a tourist?
Yeah, I've got some excursions like lined up and stuff like that. I'm going with my sister. She's my +1.
What sister? My Jess?
Yes.
She didn't even tell me.
Oh,
How am I not her +1?
shit. Well,
Jess,
she's
what
my
happened?
+1.
Oh, that's why. So I could be her +1.
The +1 doesn't get a +1.
Does now. Yes. DM open. Colombia. I got my passport and everything. I'm ready to travel, I promise. We could even leave last.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're the shit. She's your +1.
I'm the guest.
I kind of need you. We could like get there and bounce from her. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. And we're also going to talk about fall resurrection. So let's start there, right? So when the fall season hits and the summer ends and summer love and spring love is all done and, you know, the spring flings and the summer thumpers or whatever is finished and fall hits, do you believe, because I have a strong belief that a lot of guys, when that weather turns, they try to like rekindle or resurrect some stuff. Maybe something from the summer that got away, maybe something from before the summer. Probably something from before the summer, right? Because I look at it like January to end of spring. If you have something, then you dump it, right? Because it's about to be summertime and it's going to be lit. What the fuck? Get out of here. And then when summer ends, you bring it back, right? Because it's like, I have my fun now. Come back, shorty.
That's fucked up.
I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. But I do believe that in the fall season, a lot of resurrection occurs. What do you think, Mama Legs?
I never thought of it like matching it with a season because unfortunately there's a lot of resurrecting that
year round?
happens all year round.
Wow. We don't all got it like that, you know what I mean?
But I've never thought of, I mean, I think that's childish if they're doing it because, it's the winter and now, you know.
Yeah, no, that's a bullshit theory that I made up. Who would participate in that? Who wants a freedom of summer? Summer of freedom, right? Come on.
I hope at this age we're not doing that, gentlemen and ladies.
Gentle ladies.
Everyone.
Yeah. Stick
Yes.
with your partner year round. But if you're going to take a break, summertime be when it's most healthy to break.
No, it's not.
It is
Why?
Because if you have a breakup in the winter, it's cold and it's dark and it's depressing and you're kind of stuck home.
No, you get to sit in your feelings, work through them, and then by next summer, you're healed and ready to go.
Or you break up in the summertime. It's lit outside.
No.
It's hot, beach, vacation, bikinis. You bury them feelings down. Don't worry about all that self-conscious shit. Fuck out of here. Go have a blast. Mucho great adventures. Mucho playa.
Yeah, your therapist
then,
would not be happy right now with
My
what you're
therapist
saying.
loves me.
I highly think
And no,
that she.
I'm just kidding. Nothing I said
She
in the
will
first
not
10
agree
minutes
with
was for real. But
I can't with you today.
it's try it out. So Mama Les says resurrections happen all year round for her, and brothers is just trying to dig it up like the altered beast, and that's just normal for her.
I didn't say just for me. I just feel like it's an all year round thing.
Well, maybe for women, maybe men are the more prevalent rekindlers, and women are more so the receivers of the rekindling. Unless if you're like a super fly cat brother and girls try to rekindle you out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, don't resurrect if you're not really like.
If you're not true, don't resurrect just to prove you care.
Because I still have her there.
You're feeling
right?
a bit of jealousy or.
Like if you're gonna try and come back in the picture because that's what you want, right? Like you realized maybe. Right? Like
maybe
I wasn't ready or whatever, you know? Sometimes you don't realize what you have until you lose it. But don't come back to fucking waste anybody's time.
Yeah, don't come back to repeat the same cycle. Or just don't come back at all. Because nobody likes leftovers.
Sometimes it's okay to love someone from a distance.
Yes.
Moment of silence.
Yeah, I was trying to count. I'm trying to count how many people I've told. I'm just love you from a distance. Probably more than I should have. I love you all from mad far away. What?
Just, you see?
Love travels.
This is why.
Yeah, we don't got to be close for me to love you.
This is a no.
Jess, you mad far that way. Come more this way so we can plan our trip. All right. So my personal opinion is don't resurrect shit. If it didn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. Move on, because if you're wasting time with someone that's not meant to be, you may miss out on who is meant to be. So all that circling the block, I'm an expert, trust me. I was back and forth, in and out for like 8 years, and that shit don't work. If it don't work the first time, it's probably just not meant to work. That initial breakup ends, it fucks shit up, and when you go back, it's never the same.
And it usually ends the same reason why it ended
It ends
initially.
the same exact way every single time. Yeah. And then you don't talk for a few months, and then y'all get in contact, and then y'all resurrect, and then it's lovey-dovey. And then 2 months later, the cycle starts again.
There are some
exceptions,
yes.
Anomalies.
That, it ends up working out.
Can you give me an example?
No.
Me neither. So I would have said Jen and Ben, but they just break up and get back together all the time. Damn. I can't even think of nobody else who just break up and get back together, because that should be wasteful.
Yeah.
But believe in love and do whatever you got to do to get it, yo. No, because sometimes, it's possible. Maybe y'all are the people that need to come back together, especially if y'all got kids. I always think about that. Like if y'all got kids and y'all broke up, consider mending the relationship and making it work if possible.
Only
don't force it.
Yeah, if you're both going to actually put in the work. And I feel like if you're going to, you both have to be at a place where you're not going to continue to bring up the past, right? Because if one of you are still at that place, that's not fair to the other person, right? That you're continuing to throw things and you're just you're full of resentment.
It's not fair
still.
that they did it in the first place. So.
Correct. Hey. But if you're going to forgive them, then forgive them and let that shit go.
Yes.
Because if not, then you're not ready to move on with them. You
have to heal and allow the past to live in the past.
Right, and I'm not saying that,
and again, as an expert, as someone who did that mad times.
It's not that you're going to forget, right? Because that you're never going to forget that. But you don't throw it in their face all the time, right? Every chance you get, let me throw in this little jab, right? Because then that's not going to resolve anything. And if you are at that place, then maybe you're just not ready to move forward with that person. And maybe it doesn't mean that that's it. Maybe you just need time to move past that.
Well, you need time to heal and get over that emotion, especially if whatever it was caused you pain.
Sometimes you think you've gotten past that until that person comes back in and it triggers you, right? And you're like, shit, I still got more work to do.
There's a saying, I don't know if it was a wise man or a wise woman, But it was like, are you healed or are you just hiding from your triggers, something like that.
Yeah.
And then when the trigger's there, it's like
that happens to a lot of people, especially when
Back not
after a relationship, right, and you stay single for a very long time, you think you're healed because there's nobody in there trying to trigger you or doing things, not trying to trigger you, but doing things that may trigger you. And then when you get into a relationship again, you're like, oh shit, right?
No,
like,
the worst is when you think you're healed and then you see or bump into the pain causer and you realize you're not fully healed.
I mean, I feel
that's
like
no fun.
healing is never ending. It's just now, okay, I'm aware that this is triggering me. How am I going to handle it? Right? That's what you learn. I feel like healing is just
Yeah, and my therapist told me
Ongoing.
the best way to handle it is revenge.
your therapist needs to get fired.
What? That's what my therapist told me. I believe it. Speaking of revenge, Cardi B and Offset are on fire right now. They're going crazy
So wait,
on the internet.
what happened? Because I only heard like little clips of it. I know it was like
All
a
right.
social media thing. She
I'm
was on a live,
gonna give
right?
y'all the
But-
story as I know it, and I'm no expert, and I don't really like Cardi B. I don't really like Offset. God bless them, they cool. I'm not a fan, but as far as I know from social media and Twitter, which is the number one source of news and information, they got married. He cheated repeatedly, got caught, came back, apologized. My man, got back in. Cheated again, got caught, fucked it up, bro. Like you ain't learned from the first time. Apologized, got back in. Cheated again. Finally got caught. She had enough. She's a Libra. We can only take but so much before we turn ugly. And she broke up with him. She dumped him. She filed for divorce, all that good stuff. Then she was on a live and she was spitting some rhymes, I guess from an upcoming song or maybe something from her upcoming album. But the lines were very like she was shooting at him.
Okay, like jabs.
She says something like, where the fine niggas, I'm trying to find niggas. I've been cuffed up for too long. I gotta remind niggas.
Oh.
So it's like, oh,
okay,
she back.
Cardi.
Oh.
Okay.
So Offset jumped in the live in the comments, and he basically said something, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words, but he basically said like, you cheated while you was pregnant. And that's nasty, or something to that effect. And she replied and said, and did, like kind of admitting to it. But I was telling Dolly before, I don't know if she really did it, because I know sometimes in the heat of an argument, when you're accused of something, you be
Right.
like, yeah, I did it. But you didn't really do it. But you're trying to
mean-
hurt the person accusing you, so.
Regular, normal, healthy people don't do that.
Boring.
But yes, the petty people that are
Exciting.
toxic
Fun.
will say that. But a normal person is not going to say something like that.
Boring as hell.
I'll be boring.
Boring as fuck. Just go to sleep. Nah, and I'm just kidding, bro. Please don't be toxic and don't take my jokes as I'm actually mad healed. My therapy's working. I love me, and I glow with positive energy and radiating and all that.
I see you glowing.
Feel me? But so yo, I don't believe in hitting women, but I'm gonna karate kick 2 of them today. But back to Cardins and Offsets. I think let's speak pregnancy specific, right?
Okay.
I'm 99% sure I've never hit a pregnant girl other than my daughter's mother while she was pregnant, but that's natural because you're supposed to, right? Duh. You got to help her. It's good for the pregnancy and the labor. But I don't know if I would be able to hit someone pregnant by someone else.
I don't know if I was pregnant, if I would be able to have sex with somebody that is not.
Well,
the
as the
father of my
woman,
child, like-
that's crazy.
Yeah.
As a dude, dudes do it. Mad dudes do it. They talk about it. They actually say pregnant loving is some of the best
Well,
loving.
yes, but pregnant with somebody else's kid? Like,
I mean,
I don't know. Like, you guys don't, like, isn't that weird to you guys? Like,
guys don't care, bro. Speaking in general terms, again, I've never done such a thing, but
have you ever had the opportunity?
I want to say yes with 2 different females. And
How does that even happen as a woman? Like, how do we, like, I mean, how do you even,
Well,
what are you, like, talking to somebody
figure
else
like
while you're
this.
pregnant? Like, I'm fucking pregnant with somebody else's kid. I'm not,
But you're also hormonal.
and there are plenty of other ways to take care of that.
But if I don't know, there's no better way than the real thing. And if your baby daddy is not cooperating or y'all beefing, and I'm not making excuses for these ladies or reasons that it's acceptable.
Listen,
it's not
I mean,
acceptable under any terms.
Well, listen, if they're okay with it, that's them, that's their body, that's, you know.
Let me correct that. It might be acceptable. If you get pregnant and your dude passes, God forbid, and you meet another guy and y'all fall in love, hey, rock on. But for the most
I guess,
part.
right. Let's say a regular, there's no crazy scenario like that somebody passes. How does that even come about? Like, I can't, like, what do I just hit up somebody I used to mess around with and be like, hey,
I mean, you can bag a guy in Target. Guys are easy.
while
Let's
you're
start
pregnant?
there. While you're pregnant.
And maybe
you're
I'm
swollen,
thinking like
you know what I mean?
pregnant, right?
No,
I'm
but
not thinking like
pregnant probably
2,
more lit.
3 months where you can't even notice.
No. Pregnant when your tits are swelled up.
I
and
wouldn't
your,
even think
your
about
legs and
picking
butt
up
are thicker.
Sally,
Guys
I
would
don't
probably
know.
love that.
Would you think about picking up a dude while you're pregnant? Like,
But also, that practice speaks to the class level of the woman and the respect of the woman for herself.
that
and
should
not
speak
judging.
for the class level of the man as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
right.
like you're inserting your penis in a woman who is creating a human being that does not belong to you at all. Like,
Guys don't care about living babies. You think they care about fetus babies?
I don't even know. Like, I'm like, you know, she's got like a belly, and she like, I just can't. It's one
Also,
thing if that's
that might
the father.
that might be a fetish. Guys might like them, and we don't fetish shame up here. So
No, you're right. I don't know.
if you're into the pregnant,
Then get your
burns?
fucking wife pregnant and fulfill that fetish that you have,
no
right? But
fucking way. Then you're punished for 18 years after that. That's fetish shaming right there. I'm kidding. Yo, Mama Les is snippy. Was that the word?
That
or
is.
snappy?
I-
Snippy, and she finna snap.
I warned you, though.
I know.
I warned you. I
that's
said,
why
I don't know.
I'm pushing the button.
Today I woke up a little like,
A little feisty.
yeah.
What do you think about revenge cheating?
I don't think cheating is good at all.
Duh. But is revenge cheating it's not acceptable for
No
me to do that.
No cheating is.
No cheating.
No
Just don't
cheating.
cheat. But if you're gonna cheat,
I'm not a cheater, never been a cheater, never will be a cheater. And I don't think that it's okay, oh, he cheated on me, I'm gonna go come on, really? You're gonna stoop to that level? No.
I agree, never been a cheater, never.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
right.
even consider I don't even cheat at like cards, Uno. All right. So no revenge cheating. I think
what do you think?
I think it's fucked up.
Have you revenge cheated?
If I revenge cheated, it was 3rd-degree revenge cheating, and I started the cycle. So that means I cheated, I got revenge cheated on, and then I was like, you can't revenge cheat on me. I got to revenge the cheat. And it just created a cycle that wasn't healthy.
Yeah, do you like, when you hear yourself say that,
Be honest.
yeah, like, you're like, fuck, like, I did that shit? Like, do you think that to yourself, or?
No, because I went to therapy, so I've already thought about that. I've had those thoughts, and I've healed from them. So now I'm just able to express my honest
Fair enough.
past without judging it. Are you judging me?
I'm not judging you.
Okay. 'Cause
Not at all.
I'm not here to be judged.
Not at all, and that was a fair response.
And it sucks because, you do have to think about things that you've done in the past that were
right. No, and we all
bad or dumb or immature or irresponsible, But once you've come to grips with the things that you've done, I'm not saying I'm going to do it again.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no, and that's a fair statement, and I think we all, right? But sometimes when we say things out loud, right? Like I can say, like if I'm expressing myself, let's say I call Dolly and I'm telling her about some guy and he did this and he did that, and he's still loud in the picture, like I say it out loud and I'm like, fuck, like.
Well, sometimes you need to say it out loud to hear yourself and for it to hit you. Yeah, I get that. Y'all be calling each other and getting into detail? I know, yeah. The Zumba sister.
Yeah, sometimes, I need some,
because I'm not a woman, so I don't know
some advice.
How women conversations go. I know how men conversations go, but I wonder, are women more detailed than men? And then y'all would also, like, for example, if two women are having a conversation about sex and maybe something that they've done or participated in, they may also add the emotional aspect of it. The sex, this and that, we did this and that, and I felt like this and that.
Yeah, I'm a little more private when it comes to that. Like, I won't call my girlfriend up and be like, oh, talk about, let's share sex stories and stuff like that. No. I'm talking about, like, if I am going through something and I'm like, I just need somebody else's perspective, or just to say it out loud. Yeah. Because sometimes when you hear yourself say it out loud, you're just like, number one, it depending on what you're accepting, you're like, fuck, it's embarrassing for me to even say this out loud, that this is what I'm accepting, Mm-hmm. So I think that was more of what I was leaning towards, not sex conversations for myself. As well. I haven't called Dolly yet to be like, hey, Dolly, I got a sex story to share with you.
I don't, I guess I'm old school, and I don't think women are supposed to publicly speak about their sex lives. And I know it's like hypocritical because men do it and don't get shamed for it. But I don't know. I was just raised that ladies are to be ladylike and not to use a hot word of the day, but women should be demure and private. Jeez.
Oh, God. I'm so tired of seeing those. Very classy. Very this. Very demure. Yes. Like, shut the fuck up.
Are you not? Yeah, are you not demure?
I am demure.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sitting up there posting. And you know how that started? Did you see the TikTok that actually started it?
It was more a comedy thing.
Yeah,
no?
It was. A funny thing, yeah, and then it just became this whole.
Well, that's the thing with the internet. The internet is full of followers, and anything that catches a wave or catches a buzz, everybody feels like they need to put their 2 cents or opinion in it or create their version of it.
Which some of them are great, but after seeing it like over and over.
That goes with everything. That goes with like even the Puff Daddy situation that we're gonna get to. 1 or 2 memes is funny. 1 or 2 videos is funny. When you get to video 200, it's like, y'all don't got nothing better to do? Like, y'all very repetitive.
Dolly, maybe you can, that whole give me my money, I saw the one that you did. And I laugh, right? Because I know that, but like, how does somebody, like, I don't get the point of that. Like,
I honestly don't get the point either, because the original video of that was from a basketball game, and it had nothing to do with people being in a circle.
I don't know the.
It was a dude talking to another dude on a basketball court, and he was kind of saying like, he had scored on homie. Mm-hmm. He had scored a bucket on him, and he was like, "Give me my money, some shit." And then they took that and created this. This viral trend. My nieces and daughter did that shit to my sister, but she was drinking and then she tried to get violent. My bad if I got too family.
Dolly's was funny because there was still one person that was clapping. I guess he didn't know either. No. Okay, so there was. So he was like, and he's like looking around like, why you guys aren't clapping for him? You know. So it was funny, but
when that trend started, I had an idea for a skit where let's say. In the skit, it says 5 years in the future, and it's a therapist and a patient, and the therapist is like, so tell me, when did your self-confidence issues start? And the kid is like, so I said, give me my money, and nobody clapped. That was too late now to put it out, so there's a free skit for y'all. So yeah, y'all messing with people's confidence, bro. These poor little kids are going to be fucked up and traumatized because y'all didn't clap for them for their damn money.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Oh, man. We're getting off topic, but back to Cardi and Offset.
So she just had another baby, right?
Her third.
She's divorced and she's moved on.
I can't say for a fact.
Okay.
They're fresh. They're still in that. You know when you break up with somebody and y'all love each other so much that you're trying to express that you don't, so y'all speak negatively of each other?
He's cheated on her so much. Does he really love her?
You can love somebody and cheat on them.
How do you truly love somebody and you knowingly hurt them?
People hurt each other all the time.
No, that's not true love. I understand
because y'all connect emotions and sex, and men don't. To men, it's just sex. There's no emotion involved.
Forget the sex. You know that hurts your partner.
What if it don't hurt your partner?
Of course, it hurts your partner.
It doesn't have to. If y'all have a relationship, more of
that would be an open relationship. Oh, that's not what we're talking about.
But in that instance, it wouldn't hurt your partner.
That's not cheating.
So regular relationship.
If it's an open relationship, that's not cheating, right? In a regular relationship, 99.9% of the time, the woman is going to be hurt if she finds out her man's cheating, right? She forgives him. He goes and he does it again, knowing that hurts your partner. That's not love.
Well, the problem was that she forgave him.
If you do something that you don't, right? You don't know it hurts your partner, but you know that this breaks your woman's self-confidence.
Until you get caught.
Get the fuck out of here.
How do you know it hurt
kidding me right now.
It might not hurt.
No, you're lucky my arm isn't long enough.
I'm just joking. I promise, guys. Do not take anything I say in this episode serious. I'm just messing with Mama Les to see if she'll punch me. But no. Of course, cheating will hurt your partner if it's discovered. But most times in life, most pain comes from people you love.
It's not fair.
People you love, but do they love you? Because if they're doing that, okay, once, and I'm not saying it's okay, but let's say once, right? You forgive, you move past it, you're supposed to become stronger as a unit, and you go and do it again knowing that, you're breaking that woman down.
But I think that's mistake number one. Don't fucking forgive,
All
bro.
right, and I get that, but let's say you do, right? Why would you want to hurt your woman or your man like that again? You're breaking that person down.
No. After the first forgiveness is the girl's fault. Because you can't expect a fucking dog to change, or what is it, a zebra to change his stripes. Right. If he does that, that's what he does. He did it. You caught him. Right. He's going to do it again.
Right.
He's going to lie to you and make these promises and probably behave for 2 or 3 months. And then once shit calms down and shit's back to normal, he's going to do it again because that's just what he does. A person that's not going to cheat on you is never going to cheat on you.
Ladies, you heard it.
And a cheater will always be a cheater.
You heard it directly from
an experienced fucking cheater, yes. If you're a cheater, you're going to cheat. And if you get forgiven for it, you're going to do it again. Because you believe you're going to get forgiven again. If you get caught, you're going to try to be slicker. But you got caught the first time. So the second time is going to be easier to catch you. Because now she's hip to it.
So
don't fucking cheat, bro. Find you a girl that you like and don't cheat. And I did hear a beautiful analogy about not cheating more so, but about men and women and body counts. And why a woman with a high body count is viewed negatively in society. And it was based off this theory of the cup of water. Mm-hmm. Right? So bust this. If you have a cup of water, and if I have a cup of water, my manly cup of water,
okay,
and 100 women walk by and touch my cup of water, I can still drink that water.
Okay.
Right? I wipe the cup down. The water inside is good. I drink it. I'm straight. If you have a cup of water as the woman and 100 guys come by and stick their fingers in the water, are you going to drink that water afterwards?
No.
Exactly. So, ladies, keep it tight. Keep it right.
Okay.
Back to Cardins. I feel bad for them kids, yo.
Why do you feel bad for the kids?
Because I'm a strong believer of 2-parent households.
Yeah, but if it's not a healthy household, like...
No, I agree with that as well. But I always vote for children to be raised in a healthy 2-parent household. If it's not healthy, like what I was raised in...
And they could still be 2 great parents.
It'll be traumatic. Yeah, it just... Again, I have these old school values that is like you want to wake up with both parents. And as a parent, you should want to wake up to your child. And as someone who wasn't mature enough to realize that as a young age and therefore missed my daughter's childhood, like that's a regret I'll always have, you know what I'm saying? So I'll always feel extra bad for like kids that have to go through that. And
no, and I get that, but I have to say that at least in my situation, my younger son, it's better that we weren't together, right? And we're both really involved. We get along. So I think that it's the healthier way to raise him. And neither of
agree.
us have missed anything in his life. If anything, like, we're like extra involved.
Yeah. Now y'all
and I know not every
subconsciously
situation.
competing to be the better parent.
No.
No.
Not at all. Not
Shout
at all.
out to the
He's-
young king, though. I believe it was his birthday.
Yes.
And didn't he have
my
his first football game
He
of the
had.
season?
No, it wasn't of the season. It's his second game. Second game of the season, I think. They played yesterday. They played in Harlem.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah.
Wow, shout out to that.
So
Did they win?
my baby. No, they lost.
Oh,
They
take my
lost.
shout out back. Nah. Nah, shout out to the young king and happy birthday and continue to excel.
Thank you.
And you got your mom supporting and you got your pop supporting, so that's a beautiful thing. I remember I used to play basketball and nobody would come to my games. So shout out to that. Shout out to my therapist. Don't all me. What else?
Joe,
Cardi,
why
I
don't you
guess-
join like a men's basketball team and we'll show up? We can recreate those
it's
bad
like,
memories that you have.
it's-
Dolly will show up, right?
It's like unfair. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Because I'll be like Michael Jordan. Why?
All right, what were we gonna talk
Why
about?
the face? Why don't you
I'm
believe me? You've never seen me play basketball, and your first thought is to doubt my dominance. And drink your coffee. Thank you.
All right, let's do
do it.
a
Y'all cheer for me?
basketball thing. Yes.
All right, bet that up.
Let's do some type of
family members.
fundraising
Pay attention to this.
basketball.
My man
Thing.
Fernando every year throws charity hoops basketball tournament to raise money for Jocelyn Silva, the young lady who passed away recently. Rest in peace to her. So if he does it next year, I'm gonna participate and I'm gonna dominate and I'm gonna win MVP and I'm gonna have my
I'm
two
gonna
cheerleaders
go
here.
and I'm gonna record and we're gonna share it with you guys.
Yeah. So be ready. I'm gonna start training right now today.
Yeah, okay. Just like you train for the freaking abs.
No faith, yo. No faith. Wow. I'll be. Let's move on. I have to make a public announcement.
Uh-oh.
And this is like,
Are you in a relationship?
this is. If I was in a relationship, would it be funny? Wow.
That was a little mean, right?
That was mad mean, yo. That damn. I'm gonna have to go to therapy for this one now. So if I was to announce that I was
Joe,
in a
you know what?
relationship,
Sometimes-
y'all would
Sometimes,
immediate reaction would be to laugh at me.
sometimes we're a little mean to you.
I know that.
Yeah.
It's very abusive.
For yourself.
Very abusive. You with the filters. Anyway, I have a public announcement to make. I'm in a relationship. No. I'm not.
I was like, what?
No. I have a real serious public announcement to make. Puff Daddy was recently arrested for many crimes, including sex trafficking and racketeering and potential sexual abuse. A bunch of stuff, yo. And I've always been the biggest Puff Daddy fan. Like, I've loved Puff Daddy since the birth of Bad Boy. And even before he got put on, he was questionable because he had thrown a charity basketball game and some kids died because he oversold the tickets and it was crowded and he didn't have the proper security. And we let that slide. We looked over that and we let Puff Daddy become Puff Daddy. And my boys are all like, they're like anti-Puff now, right? Because of everything that's happened. And I troll them and I continue to front like Puff is the dude and he's innocent and he's secure, and I do all that to troll them. But yo, you can't be a man and respect Puff Daddy right now. And not because of anything he's been accused of, because we don't know if that's true or not. He has to go through the court system. But once that video of him kicking Cassie came out, like,
Yeah.
as a man, you can't support him. You can't really fuck with him. If you were his friend, like, I can't tell you what to do, but I can't be friends with a dude that willingly physically abuses a woman for whatever reason. You know, there's never, you can't ever, get so upset that you lose control of your emotions and physically harm a female. And I can proudly say I've never laid hands on a female, no matter what she did or what I felt. There's just a certain level of manhood and respect that you have to maintain. So as much as I loved Puff, and I fucked with Puff and Bad Boy and Biggie and the whole movement and everything, I have to publicly announce that I no longer can proudly fuck with Puff, or I can't even fuck with Puff at all, because you can't hit women. You know, that's the number one violation to me, right? You're gonna cheat on your girl, whatever. That's a violation too. And to be honest, I don't chill with niggas that cheat on their girls. And the reason I say that is that your girl is your partner. Your girl is your number one fucking friend, whatever. And if you're willing to go behind their back and break their trust and then go home and sleep with them in the same bed,
then you're willing to do it to anybody.
You're willing to do it to anybody.
Yeah.
So if you cheat on your girl, I can't fuck with you. And if you beat on your girl, then not only can I not fuck with you, yo, you deserve to get beat up, yo. You deserve to get hands put on you. Because women, I love y'all. I fuck around a lot. I joke a lot. I mess around a lot. I troll. But women are scientifically and naturally less strong than us. Their bodies are more brittle. And not only that, like, yo, you have a mom, you have a grandma. Women are to be upheld and protected. And
you might have a daughter.
Yeah, you have a daughter. Like, yo, women are the earth, as they say in the 5% religion. Like, you have to protect that. You have to do everything in your power to make sure that they're okay. So putting your hands on them is not a thing. So Puff, I gotta retire the Bad Boy jersey. I gotta hang up the Puff cape, and it's rock, yo. It's the rock. Oh, we back, baby. We innocent, and we back. Rock Nation, y'all need a podcaster? Holla at your boy. and that's how we gonna keep it moving, cause damn, yo, Puff just let us down, man. As real, actual fans of his business acumen and everything that he was doing, like, that's whack. And then the fact that he killed Tupac, he might have killed Biggie. Like, there's just so much coming out. Possibly killing Kim Porter, blowing up Kid Cudi's car. Like, yo, that's the one thing I'll say about Puff, though. If all this shit is true, Puff was the illest gangster in hip hop ever, and that's kind of cool. But you can't beat up women. Now, if you're gonna be a thug in hip hop, minus the women, let's erase that he beat up Cassie. Mm-hmm. If everything else comes out to be true,
or that he possibly killed Kim Porter,
and the Kim Porter thing, yeah, because that's really fucked up. Because supposedly that's the love of his life. If those two things didn't happen and everything else is true, then he's what everybody thought Suge Knight was. He's really the fucking bully of hip hop, and nobody fucked with him, and nobody could stop him, and nobody retaliated. So he'll go down as a
do you think
fucking gangster. What?
It's true, all that stuff.
All the stuff. I don't know. I haven't read to see everything that he's specifically charged with.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking, I don't know, because like I was telling Dolly before, if the person is a willing participant, are you sex trafficking them? You know what I'm saying? If they're down, what's the problem?
I mean, I think it's still sex trafficking, but...
But again, if they're down, you're not really forcing them to do anything. So they're with it. The other stuff, rape, obviously, tremendous violation. Do I think it's true? I don't know. Puff Daddy's a fucking billionaire. Why would he have to rape somebody? But then again, an animal, you know, a person that has
maybe
that
he gets a thrill out of it,
that
right?
mental illness might just have to do it to do it. I don't know. Could it be true? For sure. I hope it's not true for the sake of hip hop. But we'll see, you know, once they go through the whole court proceedings and the jury and shit, we'll see. And if it turns out to be true and he's guilty, then punish that man, throw the book at him, bro. There's no forgiveness for harmers of women. You know what I mean?
No, I agree 1,000%. I also feel that women shouldn't lay their hands on a man either. We have to protect our men.
Oh, yes, please.
So it does go both ways, right? Just keep your hands to
Yeah,
yourself.
because there's some violent women out there.
There are. And listen, and I'm not saying it's okay, but if somebody comes and smacks you, right? Sometimes, or punches you in the face, sometimes your reaction is just to hit back.
I got punched in the face before. About my girlfriend. I don't mean to laugh. And such a
That's not okay.
such a vigorous laugh. Well, she's not my girlfriend anymore. I learned my lesson. I gotta, you know what I mean? Slip the jab. I gotta practice my head bob.
To me, is not okay. There's
it was fucked up.
Unless somebody hurt your kid, I think that's the only time that I could see myself, like, snapping and being, like, violent with someone, right? Other than that, I don't.
Well, you have to.
I can't say never, right? Because
you have to control your emotions and your emotional reactions, right?
Right. But when it comes to my kids, there won't be no.
If a person can
anything.
control you or if a person can control your emotions, they can control.
They can control you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So you have to, and people will do that. People will purposely push your buttons and try to get a reaction out of you. So you have to maintain that self-composure. Always know what the results might be, because I think that happens a lot. People don't think of what the results might be. If I punch you in the face right now, I might end up in jail.
You will end up in jail.
God forbid, right? My biggest fear is fighting someone and hitting them, and they fall down and they hit their head on the floor.
Oh my God!
And now
you're
attempted murder or murder. So that's why I don't fight. You know, I'm a peace-loving brother, and Bruce Lee taught me, bro. You can't just be out there fighting.
And my dad, anybody that I've ever dated that my dad has met, the one thing my dad will tell them is, listen, whatever relationship issues you guys have, cheating, arguments, he's like, I don't care about any of that. He's like, the day you lay a hand on my daughter or my grandkids, he's like, that's when you deal with me.
And that's good. Props to your dad, because
other than that, he don't give a shit about the others. So my dad was a cheater himself. Like, he's like, yo, you're a grown
more
woman.
More props to your dad.
Shut up. You're a grown woman. Like, you
Papa
make
Les.
your decision. Papa Les.
Holla at your boy.
But he will not tolerate that. Like,
he's married now?
Yeah, he's actually with my brother's mom. They've been together for, I don't even know how long.
I was going to say, we hang out, you know what I mean? Hit the town. Nah. Nah, I can't do that because, you know, me and Jess got this thing going on. I don't want Papa Les to be, you know, I already got one upset over here. All right, so what happens if Puff Daddy's innocent?
Oof.
What happens if everybody just fucking lying and they were down or they initiated? And
damn, but everybody, that's a big.
Yeah, but my issue with that is that there's money involved, right? So if one person was being honest and they were abused or harassed or whatever the case may be, and they sue, and there's potential that they're going to get paid out, and then everybody else sees that as an opportunity to say, oh yeah, it happened to me too. They might have been in the building, but not necessarily something happened to them, but it's an opportunity now. And the more people that do it, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, supposedly. Right. So it's going to be easier for people to believe. So if those people are all in the same circle, they all run in the same friend groups, and 5 to 10 of them get on a group chat and say, yo, shorty over there did it. She got paid $30 million. If we all say the same shit, we might could get $5 million each. You know, and this is conspiracy theory.
Right.
But it's also possible, you know what I mean? Especially with somebody like that who
all of that other stuff, yeah. But the video?
Oh no, the video is concrete evidence of physical abuse that is unforgivable. I'm talking about like the sexual stuff that maybe can't be proved. You know what I mean? But there's so many conspiracy theories going around. I don't know if you've heard many of them. They say that Puff went against his masters when he sued Diageo, the tequila company, and basically they got upset, so they contacted the people in charge, and the people in charge said, fuck it, now we got to take him down. That's one theory. Another theory being that the people above him who have more power kind of sacrificed him so that they don't eventually get caught. That's another theory. Another theory is that his kids were actually the ones hosting these parties, throwing these parties, and that he's taking the fall for them. So it's a lot of possible theories. And then it's like, do you even believe the court system?
I was gonna say, will we ever really get the truth?
Yeah. Do you know? Courts are riggable and juries are bribable. So who knows? There's a new book out though called The Last Words of Kim. It's out on Amazon now. I don't know the name of the writer, but it's supposedly excerpts from a book that she was writing before she passed. And
Her diary, you said?
Yeah, and he got his hands on them, and he put out the book, and it's supposed to be pretty like graphic and pretty dark. So if anybody's interested in that, go check that out. Yo, I really hope the Kim thing is not true. I hope none of it is true, because
Right.
I wouldn't want anybody to go through any of the things described. But the Kim thing sucks because supposedly that's like really the love of his life. And even on his last album, he had a song, I think, Praying for Kim or some shit like that. And if the theory of what he did to Kim is true and he's faking like that's the love of his life, or it really is the love of his life and he did that to her, like, yo, that's some tragic Shakespearean shit. That's fucking sad love ending. As a
Then that's not the love of his
purveyor
life.
of love.
If he did. If he
Oh, I had a
if he played
question
any part.
to start the show, and I fucking forgot it, and now we're gonna get to it now. Is love a choice?
Yes.
Is falling in love a choice?
No.
Okay.
I feel like you fall in love, right? Your heart, but choosing to love someone when that love feeling kind of fades is a choice. Waking up every day, like, I love my partner, right? This is the person I chose.
That's the choice.
That's the choice. But I think the falling in love part, no.
Okay, I think I agree with you. I think I agree
you
with
can't
100%.
control, like,
You don't control who you love.
you can't. That's why sometimes, right? Like, you might know this person's not good for you, but you're like, yo, I fucking love him.
Sometimes you love the toxic ones the most.
It's unfortunate.
Unfortunately. But damn, I don't even remember who I was having this conversation with, but whoever it was, shout out to you. And we were discussing love, and they're telling me that love is a choice. Nah. I don't remember, but shout out to you. And I was arguing love is not a choice.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the conversation, I realized we were talking about two different things, right? Loving your partner every day, even when you hate them, is a choice.
Correct.
Who you fall in love with is not a choice.
Yeah, I feel like you have no
and
control
that
over
just
that.
happens for whatever
Now, you can
reason.
grow to love someone.
Yeah, I
right?
agree with that too.
I think, if you know that someone is good for you, and I think over time, right, you can
feel like
grow
that's-
to love someone. But
I agree
think
with
that
you, but,
initial falling, when you fall in love with someone, that's different.
I think that's the pure love. I think that growing to love someone is more so getting used to them, being around them a long time, and maybe when they're no longer around, you'll miss them. And you love them, but I don't know if it's as intense as that person.
No,
you fall in
it
love
may
with.
not. It may not be, but sometimes
So
that's-
is it almost like settling?
no, it just might be the safe choice.
That sounds like settling.
I don't think it's settling.
It's not the
Because I feel like
you're not-
settling
you're
is
not
like you're
choosing-
like, settling to me is like, oh, I want someone that has this, and this, but now I'm gonna settle for someone that has only 2 out of those 3 things, right? The person you can meet a guy or a woman that checks all the boxes, and you still don't
click.
you don't fall in love,
Yes.
right? But that person may be the person for you. It just takes time to grow the love.
to settle.
It's not settling.
It is settling because the person you really want is not safe. The person you really love is toxic, and they're not safe for you, and they're not good for you. This person that you don't
Wouldn't
love
the toxic
is
person,
safe.
that would be settling. If I'm settling for something that I know I'm worth more, this guy is worthy of me,
But you don't love him.
and I am worthy of him.
But you don't
But
love him.
this toxic guy is not.
But you love him. So what's more important? Love, actual love, or the other stuff?
No, because is
he good
it
for
is
you?
it love
he-
or is it just like a trauma bond?
Well, that depends on the situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just.
But I feel like women, and I know this happens to a lot of women, where they have the 2 options. The guy that they love that is not good for them for whatever reason, and possibly the woman is not good for him and she knows she's going to bring him strife and shit. Or the safe guy who they can marry and be with for 30 years and have kids and never have to worry about the rent and the kids go to a good school and all that shit. But they don't give you that spark, that fire that El Toxico does. If I was a wrestler, that would be my name.
El Toxico?
Yeah.
Just be a
Word up. Yo, when I was young, I
El
wanted to be a wrestler.
Toxico.
But that's what I think. I think it's in a sense, to me, it's settling because you're not actually going for the person you want. You're going for the safe bet.
You're going for what you need.
Who the fuck said that's what you need? Society. Yo, go
Are you
for
serious
who you
right
love.
now?
Yes.
Go for the one that is going to continuously break your heart and not see your worth.
Break it back. Now it's a challenge. Now we got to go tit for tat. Now we going blow for blow. No. Kidding. But find somebody you love that is also safe. Don't just pick the safe guy and hope you fall in love with him.
No, but I'm saying, like, love can grow over time, right? It doesn't, you don't need to have that initial, like, oh my God, I'm in love with you. Sometimes those butterflies that you get, those are warning signs.
Those are
That's
fucking
like-
ringworm.
That's like your
body
intuition
talks
telling
to
you,
you.
like, nah, don't go that way.
Don't personalize it.
No, I'm just saying that's how I see it, right? Like,
But what if you're misinterpreting the butterflies? What if they're actual butterflies from this one of a kind love at first sight?
I think that's for you to determine, right? And that's why usually when we get these butterflies, right, we want to like jump into things, right? And we can't. We have to pace ourselves and kind of be like, all right,
Why?
what do you mean why? Because now you have to
head first.
determine, right,
Move them in 2 weeks and see what happens.
were those butterflies actually, right, like a good thing, or was that like your intuition telling you like pump the brakes?
No, it's more fun if you find
And
that
only
out in the mix.
time. I fucking can't with you, yo. Why? I know. I don't know why. Why? Let's go
My
to the
bad.
next topic because
My bad. I'm messing with Mama too much. Find your.
Yo, you picked the wrong day
love
today.
And it'd be boring and say something. Man, fuck out of here.
I just want
What do you want, Mama Les?
the part of that-
Consistency.
yes, and that I just know, right, that I can be like, yo, my man got my back, and I have his, and that's it. Like, there's no question in my mind that my man got my like. No, my man wouldn't do that to me.
I agree. You have to trust your partner. That's all right. Let's get mad honest right now and real, right? That's the scariest part of love.
Of course.
Knowing that you are giving this person the power to hurt you
to break
greatly,
you, yeah.
and trusting that they won't. And that's why when that initial trust is broken, no matter what you do, no matter how many love
never
songs
get it
you
back the
dedicate, you never get it back. It goes
Yeah.
back to that broken plate theory.
Yeah.
Trust is the plate, and once it's broken, you could glue it back together, but that plate's fucked up. It's gonna
Yeah.
leak and drip and shit. So you gotta maintain that initial trust, yo. And that's why I go back to that, respect the initial breakup as well.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out and someone does something wrong and for whatever reason y'all break up, respect it. It wasn't meant to be. Move
Yeah.
on. All that chasing and trying to fix it don't really work.
You're right. Look for the person that gets it right the first time.
Yeah, and that don't mean they're gonna be perfect.
Of course not. No, but they're going to respect you. They're going to have consideration for you, right? Because if someone has consideration for you, they're going to think of how is this going to affect my partner. And if they love you, they're not going to do something that's going to hurt you.
Potentially hurt.
Yeah.
You, yeah. And that goes beyond cheating too. Is
Yeah, just anything.
anything
Yeah.
in the realm.
I think consideration is a big thing.
With that being said, if a person that you're in a relationship with makes an honest mistake that can be worked through and y'all talk about it and y'all figure it out. I'm not saying cheating. I'm saying just something minuscule that maybe they overlooked and maybe you ain't like it, talk about it and fix it and let them know, hey, I didn't like that. And they should be able and mature enough and respectful enough to be like, oh shit, my bad. I ain't know that. But now that I know, that won't happen again.
Right. But if it broke your trust,
No,
You know
you're
what I
talking
mean?
about something
Yeah,
major.
no, right.
Yeah.
No, of course. Like, you're not going to walk away from a relationship because,
Because homie didn't put the toilet seat down. or
yeah,
something
no,
stupid.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying if they did something that broke your trust, then yeah.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
That sucks, but that's part of love, right? You're not.
Yeah.
Every love is not meant to be forever, unfortunately. You know, sexual abuse.
Oh, wow,
I
okay,
don't
we
know,
just-
from love to sexual
Yeah,
abuse.
okay.
We only have like 3
Well,
minutes.
no, we covered it in the Puff Daddy segment.
We were
it's
gonna
bad.
talk about
Don't do
like
it.
feminism,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, sorry.
Feminism. Yeah. Push that shit to the back of the list, bro. Y'all strong-willed women with y'all opinions and shit.
Listen,
Nah.
I think listen, I'm not a feminist.
I don't know what a feminist entails, or
So,
the definition.
The definition of feminism is supposed to be equal opportunities and equal rights.
Yeah, I don't want
right?
equal rights.
Now this new age feminism is about like, and I could be wrong, right? But from what I see is, it's like women wanting to be like compete with men, and that's not the point, right? For me anyway, it's like let's say in a corporate setting, right? I want to be able to have the same opportunity that you would have, right? And if I can do the job just as good as you, then I should get paid the same, right? So I think that I heard someone say it and I was like, wow, we should be equal in value, but different in roles, right?
Of course, absolutely.
I feel like in a relationship, I want my man to lead.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to be with someone that I trust so much that I can close my eyes and I'm okay with where he's going to lead me.
Yes.
I want my man to be like, I'm picking you up and we're going here to eat. Order everything. Go ahead, right? That to me, I want to be in my feminine like that.
Yeah. And that doesn't make you
Sugar.
what's that? Oh, sugar daddy. And that doesn't make you weak.
No,
That doesn't
absolutely
make you
not.
less than.
I feel like in a romantic relationship, there's roles, right?
And
The
that's
man
like science and nature
and the
and
woman.
shit.
And now in the outside world, right? Like I feel like, especially in my career, right? I have to be very in my masculine, but I want to come home and be able to take that off
Yeah.
and know that my man got it.
But you should.
But I do feel, right, that we should have, even if it's like construction, right? I think a man will be able to do the job better than a woman? Probably, right? Because when you think of like strength and things like that, but I want to know that I have the opportunity
To try it.
to try it.
Yeah.
And if I'm fucking good at it, and I'm just as
You
good as
should,
you, then I want to make the same amount of money.
Yeah. And that sounds like fair thought process.
But I feel like
I think there's
some
women
like
that are taking
extreme
it to the
feminine,
extreme.
right? Where it's like the men and women are now competing. I don't want to compete with a man. I don't want to compete with my partner. No, like I play my role, you play your role, and together we're fucking a power couple. Right? Like, so I think that some women are just taking it to the extreme, and maybe I don't know.
And potentially messing it up for the rest of y'all.
And I'm all about women, like women empowerment. I want to see women kick ass. I want to see women do well, and your man should also support that, right?
Absolutely.
But your man is your man. Like, I don't know.
I agree with everything Mama Les just said. No, I do, because that's like I believe that to be nature and science. The man is supposed to lead the relationship, and the woman is supposed to submit to her man, and that
Yeah,
doesn't make her
listen.
weak or less than in that relationship dynamic.
It's like God, the man, the woman, and the children, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay. It doesn't make me of lesser value, right? I just play a different role. I support my man in a different way, right? Like,
And he supports.
and he
should
supports
support
me,
you back.
right? Like, it completes the puzzle.
But everyone doesn't see it that way, and I think that's where the head bumps are occurring, or the bumps are occurring.
But it's so crazy, like, to me, when, like, why are we competing with each other?
Well, that goes into a deeper conversation of divide and conquer, right? And this is conspiracy theory talk. The powers that be, or the people in charge, or the people that are in control or want to take control, want the people, being us, to be divided by sex, race, religion, beliefs. They want us to be docile, hence our phones, lack of education, all the stupid shit that you see going on. People can't fucking read a clock or write cursive anymore. That's crazy. And they want us weak, fat, out of shape, unarmed, And that'll just make their taking control easier. If you believe in this stuff.
Right.
So that's all by design, you know what I'm saying? A united people would change the dynamic of the world, and the few people in control don't want that. So
Wow.
that's a different thing.
Ladies, we need to unite and support our men. And men, we need to unite and support our women and stop competing with one another. We all have a role to play, and we all play it well if we believe in it, right? Like,
and stop cheating, bro. Stop getting into relationships if you're not ready and you're not going to commit to this person and you're just going to be out there frolicking and dipping in and out of stuff. You know, leave that person alone so that you don't end up messing them up, because then they're going to be messed up and they'll go potentially into their next relationship messed up, and then they're going to mess up the next person, and you're creating this cycle of people just messing people up till there's nobody good left to date.
That's why the dating pool is very limited right now.
Yep.
It's just a bunch of hurt people.
That's why I don't swim, you know what I mean?
Joe can only go serious for like a short span of time before he has to crack a joke.
My bad, that wasn't a joke. I was actually dead serious with it.
You don't swim?
I don't know how to swim.
Did we talk about this? I don't know if you
Did
said
we?
that.
Oh, we probably did, because I probably told you my theory of comparing not knowing how to swim to driving a stick shift vehicle. Right? So I didn't know how to drive stick shift, but I always knew the principles in my brain. So I bought a stick shift car and I put it to use and I made it happen. Swimming is the same thing, right?
That's a little different,
I know the principles of swimming.
Water is no joke.
But when I get in the water, I don't put them to use. But the day I have to, I'm going to be like Michael Phelps out there, like a damn frog swimming, a fish, a merman. Yo, Mama Les, I need you to believe in me if this relationship is going to work. Don't just roll your eyes every time I tell you.
You're right. You know what?
How
I just finished
extraordinary
saying,
I am.
let's support our men.
Yes.
I support you.
Thank you. Finally.
You know what? You're the best swimmer I will ever see, because I haven't seen you swim yet.
Wait till you see me fucking swim. Your hair is going to fall out. That'll be a funny looking sight, right?
Seriously.
All forehead.
Yeah, all forehead. You're right, Dolly.
Damn. Shout out to all the, what was it?
Forehead baddies?
Big
right?
forehead baddies out there.
No, I think it was just forehead baddies.
All the forehead baddies out there. Shout out to all the brothers with their hairlines receding so their foreheads are extending. They make dope wigs now, guys.
Not only that, they could do that thing, right? What is it called?
Tattoo
is it dermaplaning or whatever that they
Is it
do?
the tattoo thing?
I don't know if it's tattoos, but they like do these little things and it actually helps your hair grow too.
Yeah, and it works.
Hey,
There's
y'all
ways
do
around
that.
it.
Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with a hairline. Y'all brothers deal with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my shit grow even more
Or
now.
it's
just
easier
for y'all.
for guys, right? Like just go bald.
Yeah, but if you have an oddly shaped head, it might not.
Yeah, but they could still pull it off more than like a woman.
Yeah, wear fitteds, wear scullies, grow a beard. If you're bald and you got a beard, that's lit.
And you got muscles and tattoos.
Mama Les will love you if you're consistent. Oh, forget about it. And safe. Don't be toxic. Don't be fun and adventurous. Be bored. Nah. I'm just playing, man. Although safe is the best way to go.
Safe doesn't mean boring.
Not at all. Go stand in a safe and see how fun it is. And on that note, men lie, women lie, all flowers die. Shout out to the young king, happy birthday. Shout out to Mom Dukes, happy birthday.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Libras out there, because y'all know what time it is and y'all know
I
the
can't
vibes.
wait for Scorpio season.
Edit that out. Libra season.
Such a hater.
Men lie, women lie, all flowers die, and we out.